What's going on, guys? Saturday, it's here. You guys ready for the bull run or what? You guys ready? Come on, what's happening? Let me know. Comments, guys. Let's do this. Let's hear some numbers. Let's hear some yes, no, yes, maybes, possibly. Did you guys have a good Halloween also? How was you guys' Halloween? Take the kids out if you got kids. Did you have fun? Check all the candy so nothing crazy was in them. 80K next week. Ooh, let's hope. Let's hope. When bull? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Who knows exactly when it's going to go, but we all know my stance on the situation with the cycles. Starting December, I'm going to call bull starts in December, middle to the end of December. We'll see what happens here. Right now, we are kind of down, I think, because everyone has power bills due, so that kind of sucks. But let's do a quick roll call here. Oh, no, my pinned comment there is blocking the very first comment, so that sucks. Who was first? All right, we got Ogre MGTOW. What is going on? Budweiser. Yeah, buttons. Nailed it. Jacob A. What's happening here? Miner _ 001. Need more miners. We always need more miners, do we not? Like, seriously? Like, we never have enough. And then we don't have enough power. And then it's just a never-ending cycle. Then we don't have enough cooling. And, yeah, it never ends. First time 13, what's going on? Skirm, Squirrel Masters, a pirate.
Rud Potts, nuclear power plant himself, Rud Potts,
is in the house. What do we got? Continuing on here. I see Tatis Belinda. What is happening? Hello, miners. Good evening, true believers. That's funny. That's actually true. Because, you know, when it comes to the crypto, it's almost like we're like our own thing. You know, you have to be like a believer because everyone else is like, what is that? That's a scam. You know, because that's what news likes to say a lot. All right, NSS, what is going on? Keith Henninger, The Pirate, J-Rod D, Random Miner, Team JFK. Scrolling on, hasn't jumped on me yet, so that's, you know, awesome. Steve Slacko, what's going on? Tech Bandit, Ted, why did I say Ted? Random Miner, Ogre MGTOW again. Keith Henninger, oh, now it jumps on me. Jacob A, what's going down? What do we got? See you, Gerald Ringe, what's happening? Yusuf Putz, what is happening over there? Toll PC Lab, yo, Rabid, my man, what is up? Where is my Spectre hash rate boost? Spec from the Discord. Yeah, spec for the K, I got you. Yeah, but yeah, the hash rate boost, what do you mean? Like, yeah, there is a boost. Are you on the latest miner? It looks like, well, it's about a week old now. I believe, who is it? Binary as well as TNN both released new ones. So I do want to test those and see who's getting more hash rate and stuff here soon. There's also an updated node. So there's a new version of the node. So update your software if you haven't yet for your node, if you're solo mining, as well as there is a new bridge with a new solo mining mode, which is actually pretty sweet. I did try that for, you know, a day or so. And then I started moving on to all the other coins that started popping off like Warthog and stuff. So I haven't been back on it. But yeah, I want to test all that stuff out again here. Heading over to the Twitch there, I do see Case Rocker. What is happening? Look at all the bouncy thingamajiggers going on over there. That's pretty insane, but awesome. Scafer, December 2024. Yes, that's when I believe we're going to start seeing Bitcoin really start to do some stuff here. Case Rocker, I've added 7 BitAxe miners to my solo mining shelf. I have also fired up my Doge miners with these cold temps rolling in. Nice. Awesome. Doge was doing good. Obviously, everything's down a little bit now, so that kind of sucks. One thing I want to look at, guys, I do have a link. You can see in Twitchster there, I do have a link there to rabidmining.tangem.com. And in the Tubester, there's a pinned comments. It is now finally released. This guy right here, after, you know, I complaining about the designs and trying to get stuff. So here you can see it's a yellow wallet here, symbol on the front, and on the back side it has a CPU, an ASIC, as well as a GPU for all, you know, our crypto miners out there. So it's released finally. There's only 4 been sold so far. Obviously it's brand new here. So get up your wallets. We need at least 350 orders until they start printing these out. So we're not going to get our wallets until we sell 350 of these things. I do plan on ordering about 5 myself here in the next week or so. So unless it starts picking up too fast, then I might have to sell some coins quicker or something. But yeah, we do have the Rabid mining version of the Tangem wallet. So that's pretty sweet. This is based on the Tangem 2.0, which means it will have a seed phrase, as well as obviously the private keys are inside of your card itself, and it's, you know, life proof and keeps all your crypto safe. This is pretty much, personally, this is the only wallet I've been using. I have a couple of them now, and it's the only wallet I've ever used ever since I got rid of my ledgers. I haven't really been using, you know, keystones or one keys, you know, anymore at all. One key, actually, I'm actually happy with what they did recently with their latest app update. It's a lot easier to navigate. But yeah, these are the only ones I've really been using, you know, from this point moving forward, unless they don't support a coin. And it does sound like KRC20 tokens will be on Tangem as well. So if any of you guys are buying up them memes, you know, you're also going to have the option to store them there instead of the Kaspa wallet. So that's another bonus. Did they haven't advertised it yet. Did you get the email? Yeah, I messaged. Wait, what are you talking about? Are we talking about that wallet? Or are we talking about something else? Crypto KJ. Are we talking about the wallet here? But if we're talking about the wallet, yeah, I emailed them because someone just, you know, I got actually DM'd in Discord saying, hey, look what I found. I was like, whoa, what? But like, when was that supposed to be? Like, in theory, this thing was supposed to release like 2 or 3 months ago, but it's been going through some delays and stuff and crypto conferences that they were at and so on. But now it's finally released. And then I asked them, I said, hey, you know, is it released now? What's going on? They said, oh, well, yeah, it's released. They were testing the landing page. The first time I announced it, they were testing the landing page. That's why some things weren't working. But now it's full on go because I said, yeah, go ahead, release it. Let's go. And because they said they were just waiting for me to give the okay to them. So, yeah, so we're going with full-fledged on now. So buy them up, all of them. We need 350 guys. Let's go. Someone order them all. Wait, no, don't do that. Leave 5 for me because I need to get some. Coupon code, it's in there by default. So yeah, let's run through that actually right quick. Let's come into here. We're gonna rock into this one. Bam, 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 bam. So if you come into here and you just hit the pre-order button, you can see now it does sound like card payments, you don't get the code, but you can add your credit cards and everything through PayPal anyway. So if you click on PayPal or crypto, click on that right here. We're gonna go to continue, and it should automatically put the discount code in by default, all by itself, as we can see. Right there, you can see 10% off here with Rabid. And then obviously if I put in how many do I want? I got to go back because I wanted like 5 of these things. Pre-order. On the phone, I could see it a lot easier. It's like so much smaller on my 4K screen. I need to like bump up the, you know, the size of it. Number of sets. Here we go. So I want 5 of these. Now I click on PayPal or crypto. And then we should see the discounts. Yeah, so here, 10% off. Automatically in by default, but if you choose the credit card option, like I said, it's not there. So you are going to have to do it, you know, do it through PayPal or crypto, I guess. But again, you can add your cards and stuff through it PayPal anyway, so it works out to be the same thing. I don't like waiting, Rabid. I know nobody likes waiting. That's the problem with society today. Nobody likes waiting for good things to happen, right? Am I right or what? What do we have here? Thinking about giving as gifts. Yeah, I definitely do that too. You know, order up a couple, hand them out. I think maybe I'll get like 10, and then I'll just hand them out to some members of the family and stuff as well. Maybe I'll try to give one away on the channel. That could be a thing also, obviously, but we'll see what happens. That gets expensive to get to 10, especially with Christmas right around the corner. But yeah. Kaspa mining is meaningless now because of the network hash rate. Yeah, well, that's very true. You know, 100%. Let's take a look at that. What is Kaspa looking like for network hash rate and things right now? Kaspa, bam. Yeah, because obviously the price is not following the hash rate by any means necessary. So we can see we're at 1.32 exahash right now currently online here, which is pretty insane, and the price dropped. So we peaked at what, a little over 20 cents. Now we're down to 11.3 cents. So that kind of sucks. What's going on in the main pools here? I do see a drop happening here on the main pools, but they're still unknown. So, you know, people run their own nodes. Obviously, some of those very large mining farms, they do just run their own nodes and they kind of mine offline. So that could be what's happening here. And then some other solo miners that are mining their own nodes. But yeah, we are seeing a mainstream off the pool's hash rate kind of fall off, but the network hash as a total is still, you know, sitting at like around all-time highs here, which is pretty insane for the price. Now, another thing I did learn, remember there's a big hype train. Everyone's talking, oh yeah, Mara's mining at Kaspa. This is going to be freaking awesome, to the moon. And, it started pumping a little bit and stuff. And then we were looking into it. Now, I don't know 100%. They're probably holding a little bit. But I saw a couple interviews here and, some write-ups and stuff. And Mara doesn't give any crap about Kaspa. They don't care. What is Mara doing? You guys know. You guys said this at the start. That's probably what they're going to do. But with any of these large mining farms, we know their holdings, they want Bitcoin. All they want is Bitcoin. So I saw this thing, and they're actually mining because Kaspa is cheaper, because the profitability was higher and stuff. Now it might not be. Maybe for super cheap power, it's still pretty decent out there. But for most of us home miners and stuff, it's starting to look pretty sad for us. But those guys are running 3-4 cent power and stuff. But it's a less cost to mine Kaspa and then swap it into Bitcoin. So it has been looking like Mara has been selling their Kaspa and buying Bitcoin because they only care about Bitcoin as well as doing the operating costs. So remember, we always talk about mine the coin that's making you the most and swap it to the coin you believe in. That's pretty much what's going on with Kaspa and Mara here. Is they decided to start mining Kaspa because the profitability was higher, and then per watt they're getting a lot more Bitcoin, and that sounds like what they've been doing. So they don't care about Kaspa. People that thought, oh yes, Mara's going to be mining and holding Kaspa, this is huge and blah blah blah. It's not. They've been mining Kaspa, they've been dumping Kaspa, and they've been buying to stack Bitcoin and cover operating costs. So that has, all that is full pretty much sell pressure that's going on to here from a pretty large entity. So, that's kind of sad. That kind of sucks, obviously for us Kaspa miners, but I think Kaspa is going to follow the altcoin season cycle. I know there's a lot of Kaspa maxis out there, and they're probably shaking their head and they're mad at me and they're throwing their keyboards against the wall. Kaspa's the next Bitcoin. It's not. Nothing's the next Bitcoin. If anything, I always think Kaspa, because what they're trying to do and be fast and fees and have the assets, and all they are now is pretty much loaded with meme coins. They're the next Ethereum in theory. That's what I think. They do want to be a world currency and stuff, which long term, if you know Bible talk, that's actually a bad thing because that triggers bad events. But when it comes to, what they're actually doing and what, everything progression right now is happening, they're pretty much compared to Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Nothing can compare to Bitcoin. So anyone that starts saying they're the next Bitcoin, you can probably cancel that out right away. So I would compare them next to, possibly Ethereum with the meme coins and everything that's going on here. A nice cheaper way to do it. And because of that, I don't really think it's going to follow a bull run, where in my mind, a bull run is when the coin starts pumping and they remain high for, a good chunk of time. Possibly Bitcoin will stay high, start pumping around December, and it'll hit its all-time high at the end of next year, but it's going to remain at good prices, for the entire year or so, which is going to be a good thing. Now, that's a bull run. That's things we like, but that's what altcoins do not do. You've seen multiple videos of mine, and we talk about it in live streams, where altcoins are pretty much just pumps and dumps. So yes, I think Kaspa could hit at least 50 cents to $1 sometime next year, but it's not going to last. It's going to be a quick pump and dump, so you're going to have to be ready to just dump your coins when you start to see the things happen. So yes, Kaspa could see some nice profit ranges, especially if you're still mining right now and you're stacking those coins and you get ready to sell them at those highs. You're going to make quite a bit of money there and ROI your machines and so on. But right now, just looking at pure numbers, it's looking really rough, and it's not going to last very long when it does happen. So it's going to be interesting times. Do you guys agree with that or disagree? Do you guys think Kaspa, is going to become, something major like, Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff, and actually become a core coin and eventually start really riding the bull run stage? Or do you think it's just going to stay as an altcoin? And by altcoin, again, the pump and dump stage like we see with every other coin out there pretty much in these highs. So let me know. What do you guys think about that situation? Scaper, I'm thinking about, okay, we saw that, giving about gifts. Anything new happening here in the Twitch there? BTC is $1. I'm setting on about 6 cents worth. BTC is $1. No, BTC is not going to be $1. We're talking about Kaspa, unless you mix that up. If Kaspa is $1. What about Shy Coin? I don't know. I don't know how Shy Coin's going to do. It's fairly new. It's doing its thing. The network, Shy Coin's messed up right now. I don't know what's going on. Either the tokenomics are messed up, the difficulty's messed up, or something's broken. But as we know, a new miner emerged for Shy Coin. It turned to 3900X from 35 hashes upwards to like 500 or 600 hashes or something. You know, a dual epic 7742 went from about 240, 280 hashes or something to like 3.2 kilohash, like huge gains in miners, right? We got massive hash rate boost there, but the numbers aren't adding up to what you should be mining. The profitability is like 10 times less than what you should be getting. So I don't know if it's a difficulty thing and it's not adjusting very fast and it's high, so blocks are being found a lot slower, or if, you know, the hash rate's fake and you're not getting what you're supposed to be. Like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things going on there, and I don't know what it is yet. And it's going to take a lot of testing, but the profitability isn't there anymore. And, you know, I don't want to test it because it'll waste all my power at the current time anyway. Yeah, I stopped mining Shy because rewards are terrible. Yeah, the rewards just dropped. And the new miner, that new China miner, really ruined it. I don't know what's happening there at all. Like, it just broke everything. Phone mining is a pain in the arse. It is, depending if you have the proper setup, you know, it's okay. But it takes a lot of room, and it's just crazy. Phones equals Veriscoin for me. Arg, I was drawn away. Start up. Okay, guys, welcome. Rabid here. It is Saturday. Time for our live. Okay, we can't do that, Fudgeweiser. Can't start over. I forgot half the things I said already. Scaper, so many altcoins, not much difference between them. That's the other thing, Scaper. That is very true as well. There's so many altcoins out there, and every cycle we keep getting more and more altcoins, but we don't know like which ones are actually going to be the ones that pump, and you know which ones could rug pull next. We don't know. Who expected Pyron to ever rug pull? You know, some people did, obviously, or some people just hate forks and things like that. But, you know, a lot of people had a lot of faith in something like Pyron, and look what happened to it. So how many other coins are going to do that prior to the bull run as well? And, you know, some more will probably happen. We just don't know. It's very crazy stuff. That's why sometimes if you just see the profits, if you're getting good profits, I know, hodl, it's going to go higher. Hodl, wait for the altcoin season. But we don't know if something's going to rug pull. We don't know. Sometimes if the profits are there, just take the darn profits. Yes, I'm making $100 a day, but I'm holding it. Now I'm making 5 cents a day on the same coin. So you should have sold during those $100 a day. And some people hold, and it does work out. You know, everything we do is a massive gamble. We just don't know, you know, if it's going to play off or not. You know, is something still going to pump? Is something at its all-time high now? Is something just going to die tomorrow? Like, we have no idea. It's just crazy. Follow the whales. It's easy. Stop chasing money. Mine what you are confident with and reap rewards. Yes, that's definitely a thing. And that comes back also to the other thing. You can still be on top of everything and hit the huge profit days or whole huge profit weeks and stuff for that matter. Like some people, I wasn't one of them, mine Shy coin early. But some people that did mine Shy about a month before, you know, it started popping off and stuff, they were making, you know, a couple $1,000s that month when it popped off just from the previous month of mining. So, you know, some people got lucky, but that's how it goes. You take the profits when you have them, mine the coins that, you know, are making you the money and swap them to the coins that you think are going to be solid projects. You know, obviously Bitcoin is one of those, but it's going to see, you know, not very high gains compared to some of the potential lot higher risk ones out there. But again, it's all at your own discretion what you're going to do. But yeah, it always comes down. If you can still stay active, and then if you can't find a coin or profitability drops, then you can just slap your rigs onto something you still like. You know, a lot of people are still mining Raptorium. Hopefully that still pops off. That's what I've actually been doing. I slapped my rigs back onto Raptorium the past couple days. We can see right here, I'm coming up to my next payout here. So bam. And then until I find another coin. And then once that happens, you know, I'll go look for some profit again. But you can see I have my payout set at 50,000 Raptorium. Should be hitting this every day and a half, every 2 days or so because the difficulty is low. So the coins are actually up quite in place. Now, right now it's looking like I'm estimated at about 20,925 coins a day. So in theory, based on that, so I'm just going to put in 20,925. If I times that by just 1 cent, you know, that's $209 a day on Raptorium just hitting 1 cent. And obviously the last all-time high was 8 cents. We wish it would hit that again or go higher. I have no idea. But even at 1 cent, like I don't set my goals to the absolute peaks in here and stuff. I still set my goals to, you know, something where, you know, has a higher chance because we don't know exactly how high Raptorium will go. Could it go 10 cents, 15, 20, 50? I have no idea. I wish, obviously, but you know, all I need is 1 cent right now at what I'm mining, and the profits are freaking huge. This is technically $209 a day right now if we only see 1 cent. And it's not going to take much volume to push this coin to 1 cent again. So, and they got a lot of things going on. Yes, we have assets, and some people are downed right now. Oh, the assets doesn't look like it really did much. They released the same time as Kaspa, and obviously Kaspa got all the hype. But Raptorium's not done building, guys. Be ready for this. I'm not trying to pump the coin or anything, but the first step was the assets. They still have the whole UTXO DeFi space implementation and everything coming. That's when things really are supposed to be, doing good. It's not just the thing about assets. These days, assets, it doesn't really matter. It's almost like a default stock. You need assets or you're already lacking behind every other coin out there. So assets is a stock. But now the next step is the whole ecosystem. And that's the UTXO base, not the, what they're doing when it comes to Ethereum. And then this is UTXO, and it's all based, they've got to run their DeFi systems and all that. So we've got the Talon wallet coming out soon, so it links your accounts and connects through a wallet connect to this new DeFi platform. So a whole new DeFi infrastructure is coming. And I think that's the major update we are really waiting for when it comes to Raptorium. So again, I'm not 100% on this because I don't like all the terms and, stuff like that, because I'm not a blockchain person. I'm just a, crypto miner, but that big implementation is still coming. But yeah, the first step is there with assets, but we're still waiting for the whole DeFi network and, the Talon wallet and everything to kind of put that all together. So yeah, I put my rigs back on Raptorium because everyone, a lot of people say, oh, Raptorium, that's done, that's this. And you know what? Everyone has their own opinion, but now when blood is in the water, that's when you want to get your coins. I seen the difficulty on the chain did drop a decent amount. So I'm like, you know what? I'm firing some rigs on it. Obviously, it's not the most profitable. I can find some other coins. But again, I was looking around. Then I got busy with Warthog and all this stuff. I'm just like, well, I got to mine something. I had my rigs off for a freaking month. I'm going back on Raptorium. Maybe I'll mine up another node. And then I'll look for some profit. And then, I obviously get more Raptorium from mining more profitable coins and then buying it and so on. But I just slapped them onto something because it is a coin I like personally. And that's why I put my rigs on it. So that's my 2 cents. Mine any way you want. I'm not saying mine what I mine. I'm not saying do what I do. This is just what I'm doing. And, do your own research and do your own thing as well. So many altcoins. Yeah, we went through that one here. We got Kevin K. Thank you very much for the $10 Canadian. Keep up the great work. Awesome. Thank you very much. That $10. Hey, I need another 7 or 6 of those. And then that's one Townsend wallet I can order. RTM is a pain to move. Cannot move more than each payout, at least in a wallet that I use. Man Cave Crypto, what wallet do you use? Don't tell me it's Zelcore, because that's one of the worst out there. But Man Cave Crypto, that's the thing you got to realize when it comes to core-based wallets and stuff. That's why you set your payouts high. If I set my payouts to I don't even know. Say I set them to 1,000. And then I would get 20 payouts a day, or some people set them to 5. You get a whole bunch. So when it comes to even Bitcoin, obviously it's not that, but Ravencoin follows the same issues. All these core-based Bitcoin type of forks and stuff, they all run into this when you're using core coins. That's why you want to set with these type of coins, you want to set slower, higher payouts. Maybe you move your payouts to get paid out once a week. Maybe once a month. Obviously, that might be too long to be holding your coins into a pool in case something happens and so on here. But, maybe once every couple days, stuff like that, because that's where I have mine set at 50. So that's every day and a half, every 2 days. But you want larger, longer payouts, not just quick payouts, 10 payouts a day, 20 payouts a day. That's bad for anything that is core-based, Bitcoin-based of a coin, Ravencoin included, and all those other forks out there like Ravencoin and stuff. Because what happens is it fills up the transaction size, and when you get a whole bunch of small payouts, and then eventually when you go to send it, so example, you're getting a whole bunch of payouts out, and all of a sudden the coin pumps, you're trying to send your whole lump sum, it won't let you because it doesn't have a big enough. You need a bunch of smaller ones, and then you can send it all eventually. But if you don't, now you're going to have to do all those internal wallet kind of sendings. You're going to have to keep sending yourself, 10,000 coins at a time, 50,000 coins at a time to shrinking up that transaction sizes in there, and then you can send huge funds there. So that's what's going on there. You have too many transactions happening within your wallet. Now you got to shrink them down. So start sending yourself, depending how many coins you have, start sending yourself a bunch of 10,000s at a time, or maybe a bunch of 50,000s at a time over and over. And then your way it shrinks that all down. And then you'll be able to send, 1 million coins in one shot and so on. But it does depend on the wallet. Zelcore, I think it has major issues with this, so that's a wallet I would not recommend to use, especially for Raptorium. But yeah, that's how that works. So longer, slower payouts will definitely fix your issue here. Some wallets, like Spectre's one of them, Kaspa's one of them. You can compound your transactions within the wallet by hitting the button a bunch of times. That's another way you can do it depending on some of the wallets, but that's pretty much what's happening there is you have too many small transactions piling up together. What pool are you mining Raptorium on? I am using Raptorium. What is this? Raptorium Zone. This guy right here. You can see this is Raptorium Zone. If we come into the miner tab here, I think, yeah, I'm in the top lead here. I'm the #1 miner on here with 214 kilohash currently. Second place guy is at 133. I started on this pool about 20 months ago, so that's almost 2 years ago is when I first put hash rate on this pool. But this is the second place pool for Raptorium, I believe. Yeah, so Raptorium Zone. This guy right here, it's the second place one. We can see it's only got 1.47 mega hash online, so I went on to it. You know, Flock Pool, obviously a great pool, but it's got way too much hash rate, guys. 73%. We need to start spreading some hash rate off these things. But yeah, I'm on Raptorium Zone. Right here is where I'm at. So there. Okay, I haven't mined RTM in so long. The pool I was using is gone. Interesting. I was using Raptor Hash too. Raptor Hash is a good one. It's not very large, but you know, it's a good one. You can mine other coins and get paid out. It's a profit switching type of pool there. So, you know, it's a great one. I have used it in the past a few times. I might try it again, obviously. And, you know, in theory, I should get even more Raptorium because you can mine other coins and just choose to get paid out in Raptorium. So yeah, that's another great one. Now you tell me don't do what you do, Drew Rabid. Gram hold. Yeah, I'm still holding my gram. You know, hopefully, you know, 2x is the last all-time high. We hope. We hope. I know Yusuf is hoping. PPS versus PPLNS. Kevin K. So PPS versus PPLNS. So PPS is pay per share. So every time a pool is finding a block, you are, you know, your shares start over. So example, so say block 400 gets hit, and then your shares start from 0 again. Now everyone mining to the pool is sending all the shares again, based on the share amount by the time it hits block 401, or you know, maybe some other pool. By the time the pool hits its next block, it counts all those shares together and distributes the rewards accordingly. Now the thing with PPS is it allows big farms, botnets, and pool hoppers to capitalize on this. Example is, say you have a little bit of hash rate or medium-sized hash rate on a pool, and it's taken forever, you know, days to find that block, which, you know, some small pools have that issue. But say they're sitting at 80 or 90% luck. So in theory, they should be finding that block soon. Now a big entity comes in with 100 times more hash rate than the entire pool had, sends in a whack load of shares. Now he steals pretty much the entire block reward that the past small miners over the past couple days were working on, and he gets 90% of the shares because he sent so much between that block. So that's the bad thing in there, but that's pretty much how pay per share works. It counts all the shares in between each block being found starting over. Now PPLNS, it has a share log. So you have to mine for X amount of time sending shares. So the first time you turn on, you're hardly getting any rewards at all because you just started. You don't have your share log full. When your share log is filled up, that's when you start getting full share with rewards and you're getting paid out for your hash rate. But it does take a building process, and it all depends how big that share log is depending on the pool. Flex pool, when it was around for Ethereum stuff, it was like a 12-hour share log. So it took you entire half a day of mining before you're getting full shares. But it also works in reverse. So as you quit mining on that pool, that means, example, if you had a 12-hour share log, it will slowly start ramping down over 12 years, that'll be a huge one. It'll slowly start ramping down over 12 hours. And then you can mine on say a PPS pool, and you're still getting paid out on that PPLNS pool because your share log is still slowly winding down. So that's how I kind of talked about previously when Kaspa block rewards kind of pump and stuff, is you can play the system. We did this all the time on Ethereum when the gas fees went through the roof, is you'd have your share log full, and then you'd move to a prop or PPS pool. They're pretty much both the same type of pool in there, you know, proposition between each block, and PPS shares between each block. Same type of thing pretty much. But then you can mine to one of those pools, and you're getting paid per block as they come, and then your PPL&S log is still winding down on the previous type of pool there that you were on before. So you're getting paid out on 2 pools for the huge block rewards, essentially doubling up. Well, it won't be double up because you're not getting full hash. The one is slowly winding down, but you could end up with, possibly 30 to 50% extra rewards, kind of using little tricks like that, depending if you have a big share log built up and how long the huge blocks and stuff do last. If that makes sense. I've been on for about 10 hours and at 7% of block rewards. Keith Henninger. On 7% of block rewards? On which one is it? I don't see too many PPS pools. Well, that's because, a lot of people don't like it anymore because everyone started going to PPL&S, and that's what they wanted because it helped pool hoppers. Like, you got to think the evolution. A long time ago, a long time ago, there was no pools for anything. You had to run your own node if you wanted to mine a coin, and everyone was solo mining. Then the pools started coming out, and they were all like PPS and everything. And then the pool hoppers started happening. People were playing the system and the share logs, watching pool percent lux, and, it was just a crazy thing. And then it went to the PPL&S type of mode here, and that's what we got now. The other thing with PPS is there's something else I was going to show, and I forgot what it was. Oh, there's another thing about PPS mode I wanted to bring to light, and I just forgot what it was. My mind went blank, so hope maybe it'll come back. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So the other thing with PPS and prop is it's also paying you based on 100% luck. So that's the other major thing here is 100% luck. So we think about in theory, you're like, well, what is your luck? What's 100% luck? So say you're mining a coin and, say the block reward is, we'll say 100, and say you're mining like 50 coins a day. So in theory, to hit 100% luck, it would take you 2 days to hit 100% luck. That's how you guess, you're solo mining, you should hit a block every 2 days. Most pools, if you look at them, their luck is under 50% or is under 100%. So let's actually come into, I just want to have a quick look and come into here, pool statistics. Does this show your luck-based blocks? Does this show the luck? All right, so let's just look at here. Now, here we can see, look at the effort. This block was found in 4.8%. This one was found in 5.9, 36%, 53, 28, 4.8, 105. So this one's slightly over 100%. So, it was delayed here. And then we have 22. But as you know, most of the time, now in theory, a long period of time, 100% luck should be the average. But as we can see here, a lot of the blocks are founding at under 100%. Now in PPS and prop type of pools, you're being based at 100% luck. That means that the pool is finding blocks less than 100%, they're actually capitalizing on that. You're not getting paid for it. You're getting paid at 100% luck. And as we can see here, look at all the blocks that are under 100%. That means, example, if this pool was a PPS or a prop type of pool, you're actually losing a lot of coins, and the pool is making a lot of money off you based on that. But at the same time, if a pool is finding a whole bunch of blocks over 100%, the pool is losing those things because they're still paying you at 100%, so they're paying you more than the pool is actually doing. So it does work both ways, but usually when I look at lucks and percentages, you're usually always finding blocks at less efforts than 100%. Like, look at this, 1%. But then again, look what happened here, 336%. So in theory, if this was paying on a PPS type of prop type of pool, paying out at 100% luck, they would have lost 3 blocks in this, paying all the miners for the 100%. But then again, they have a whole bunch here working up. But then you do get some big ones that turn into 3, 4, and 500%. Then they're followed by a whole bunch of fast ones. So again, long term, it should all average out, how it's going to do. Now here you can see 24 hours, the average effort is slightly under 100%, pretty close. For the week, it's almost at 100%. So in theory, they made like 0.6% extra than what it should have been. And then PPL and S, it doesn't go by this. It just goes by pool luck. So the pool does find a whole bunch of blocks really fast at low luck. You are getting paid for that. So that's another thing. That's the difference kind of between PPS and PPL and S. But again, over long periods of time, that luck should be pretty close to 100% anyway. So in theory, mining solo or mining to a pool should balance out over a long period of time of being pretty close to the exact same profitability. The only difference is with a pool, you're getting a whole bunch of smaller payouts all the time, making you think, yes, I'm mining, this is awesome. But with solo mining, you could go months on end and never find a block, but eventually you finally find that block, and then it just balances it right back out again, and you're back in line with each other. So, you know, it all comes down to patience versus no patience. And obviously, if you're solo mining and you hit some of those nice super low blocks, then you're laughing. So, yeah, good times. Tangent does not support RTM assets. I never did. I never said it did. I never said RTM. Tangent is no. Raptorium is not supported on Tangent. I never said it was. We were talking about Kaspa when we went through that, and Kaspa assets. We weren't even talking about Raptorium when we were talking about the Tangent stuff at the time. Anyway, PPS is basically just soloing now. In a way, I guess you could put it that way. But what is prop? Prop is pretty much the same as PPS. It's still paid based on your proportion of the hash rate in between the blocks found. And PPS is based on the shares being sent in between each block's type of found. So they're both pretty close to almost the same thing. What's PPLNT? I'm not really sure. There's so many. It's pretty much the same as PPLNS. Oh, that's PPLNT. I think is your payments per over time. So it's over an X amount of time with like longer share logs and stuff. But there's so many different variants. You know, pretty much the only thing you really need to know is PPS and PPLNS, because they're all pretty close to the exact same thing with small different variations. 4090 is always solo wide. If BTC dominance continues to rise till end of the year, can we say bull is coming then? I don't even care about Bitcoin dominance. I don't care about the price of anything or anytime. I just know that it's coming, because if you follow the cycles, 2025 is set to when crypto is going to explode, and starting and middle to end of December of this year is when we'll start to see Bitcoin start to rise. It's just based on the 4-year cycles, 2013, 2017, and let's just look at Bitcoin right now and kind of show you here. Let's just look at its whole life. So here we go. You can see this little blip here. It looks like, nothing. What is that? A little error? Is that a little, some bug on the street just got squashed? You rewind this. Oh, wow. That's actually a pretty big jump now compared to what it is. But we can see, look at Bitcoin, $76.50. You imagine $70 Bitcoin? Wow. $133. That has shot up to $1,100. That's a freaking bull run and a half. That is huge. $70 to freaking over $1,100. That is a massive bull run. That happened 2013. And then we just follow the tracks here. 2013 straight into 2017. 4 years later, 2017, bam, bull run. Bitcoin goes from $1145 upwards to $16,000. That is huge. Now we go from 2017 to 2021. Exactly 4 years later again, Bitcoin spikes at its peak of 67,549. We're at new all-time highs now. But what's 4 years later? 2025. Next year is when we're going to frickin' explode yet again. And we're going to go into some new crazy, we can't even tell. Like, it's going to be insane. Like, look at, let's just, do a comparison here compared to all these. Why is this thing jumping on me like that? You guys even see all that? Not really, because I didn't have the right thing on. So, like, look at the gaps here. 2013, this is a tiny little thing. 2017, look how big of a freaking thing that is compared to those. Then we got 2021. Look how big that went. Boom, boom. So in theory, where we are here in 2020, we can't even read it right now. We're going up. Like look at the angles on this. Bam, bam. Like, we have an angle that's going to be going like this. Like, it's going to be insane. So I don't even know where that's going to be. So where can we guesstimate? What's up here? Somewhere up in this area is where we're going to be. And this is going to start looking small. This is going to look like this compared to what's coming. So it's going to be pretty insane, guys. So, I'm guessing 150 to 250K around there, maybe even 300. I don't know. But it's going to be gone. It's going to be out of the screen completely. Well, the screen will update, obviously, and we will see it. But from where we're sitting right now, it's not going to be in the current area of the screen. It's going to be huge. So I just follow the cycles. I am a firm believer of the cycles. I don't care what's going on anywhere in the world and things like that. Crypto is set to do its thing. next year. Well, it starts as early as December of this year. Found one block with KS0 90 Kaspa at 50 PCT luck, now to 60% ROI on that bad boy. Well, that reminds me, I don't know. I wonder what my percentage of luck is on this one. So look at this. If we come into here, so look at this rig right here. This Kaspa, this is a KS0. It's mined 1,600 coins. 1,600 coins. 1,636. So whatever percent luck that is. But look at the blocks I've hit. Zero blocks found. If I was solo mining on this thing right now, you know, and a block reward is only worth what, 87 if they pump upwards to like 500. I need to hit 3 massive blocks to equal what I've been mining on the pool. I'm probably sitting at like 5,000 or 6,000% right now in terms of percentage. Like, that's bad. So yeah, crazy. You know, I'm definitely glad I'm not solo mining this, and I've done this in the past too. I've tried solo mining with my KS2s and everything when that network was a lot lower in hash rate. I've hit over 3,000% luck and not hit any blocks. So it is a huge risk when doing the solo mining. Obviously, you know, at the same time, you can hit these blocks very easily and be done. But that's the thing with these fast blockchains. That percentage of luck can shoot up extremely fast. Unlike, I think slower blockchains are easier to solo mine than these fast ones. Personally, that's just the way, you know, in my experience, I've been noticing it. But again, you know, some people are solo mining and getting decent luck based on that. But just for my single miner, it still has yet to find a single block. So it's pretty bad out there. But I'm glad I'm pool mining because, you know, obviously I made the right choice for that miner. What do we got here? Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. So Rabid, you're saying dump BTC2 at bull run. Yes, dump everything. Like, why would you not? Does that not make sense? Well, not financial advice. I am going to dump every single thing I got when I see my coins pump. Like, seriously, oh, Bitcoin's going to go higher. Wait for a year. Yeah, it is going to keep going higher. But how much more Bitcoin do you think you could have if here you sold here and then you bought back? Say you sold, you know, say you had $1,000 worth of Bitcoin here, and you sold $1,000 here, and then you bought it all back here. Now it's down to 32. Look how much you would have got here. So let's do this. Say you sold in this area here. You had $1,000 here. So how much Bitcoin would you have at this point? Let's just say you made $1,000. You have $1,000 Bitcoin because you sold here. You didn't have very much. You bought $20 worth here, and now you got $1,000. So now you buy $1,000 of Bitcoin at 32.44. So 32.44. 32.44 divided by, 1,000. You got yourself, all right, I gotta go the other way. 1,000 divided by 32.44. So now you got 0.3 Bitcoin. All right, you got 0.3 Bitcoin because you dumped your Bitcoin. Good idea, because you bought 0.3 Bitcoin here. Now you hodled it out for 4 years. Obviously, we're not going to be selling at the peak. So let's say you sold it somewhere right. Let's say you sold it right here. Sold it right here because Bitcoin was doing good at $48,000. So now we got 0.3 Bitcoin worth $48,000. So I'm going to times that by 48,137. You now have $14,838. I think that's a pretty good deal. I'm glad I dumped my Bitcoin back then. So now you're going to wait another year because that's when you usually see the bottom. So now you have freaking $14,833 and you're going to buy back at $16,000 or something. So we're going to divide back. We're going to buy back now at $16,578. We now have 0.89 Bitcoin. And now we're waiting for the next run. So let's say Bitcoin goes to $200,000, 200,000. We now have $179,000 from not doing anything. We started with $20 here. We made $1,000 in 2017. We bought back because we dumped our Bitcoin. We didn't hodl it because we're not dumb like a lot of people tell us to always do. We sold it because that made more sense. Then we bought it back because it came to a bottom again. And we made more Bitcoin, 0.3 here, remember? And then we went up to here. We made a whole bunch more money. We had 0.8 Bitcoin. We sold here. We had 0.8. We bought back. And now we're waiting for the next run. We're upwards to $179,000, starting with like $20 8 years ago. So that's kind of, what I mean. Yes, dump your freaking Bitcoin when the price starts spiking, because what's going to happen 1 year from the all-time high, we're going to be back at the bottom again. This is when you buy your coins back and you hodl for the next run. Oh, I'm DCA and I'm going to buy some here, all the way up to here. No, just stick aside. If you've been playing this the whole time, buy it back here, wait 4 years. Sell, buy it back in a year later, wait 4 years. You can obviously keep DCAing depending on the cycles and where it is. You'll keep slowly getting more, but the optimal time to buy is usually always 1 year from the all-time high. And that happened every single time. 2013, you bought back. Actually, it was early 2015 in January. It was a month later than exactly 1 year. But point is here, about 1 year later, all-time high hits again, buy back 1 year later. That's the bottom. All-time high hits again, buy back 1 year later. And the next year, all-time high is going to hit again. And then in 2025, so end of 2026, we're going to buy it back. So that's a pretty simple cycle. Crypto is pretty much that easy. They're going to say, no, it's not that easy. It's impossible. No one knows that. It's impossible. You never know what it's going to do. Well, it's been doing that for the past 3 cycles straight. So it's going to do it again. Crypto is not different this time, and it's not different next time, and it's not different the time before. It's always been the same based on the cycles. And until it actually looks like it does something different, this is how I'm sticking to it every single time. So yeah, I would dump I am going to be dumping any Bitcoin I have. I don't really have any right now, but I will have some pretty good chunks from altcoin season, because using that same mentality, it comes back to the same thing here. So we're looking at RTM now. Or not RTM, I mean Ravencoin right now, because I don't know what it's going to hit, what RTM is going to hit yet. But look at Ravencoin, because it's gone through, some cycles there. So here, we're dumping our Ravencoin here. And do you know what we do when we dump our Ravencoin? We're buying Bitcoin, because it's not at Bitcoin's cycle peak yet. Bitcoin's cycle peak is happening back in, November. Bitcoin peaks up over here. So I'm taking this and I'm converting it all to Bitcoin, because I'm waiting for the Bitcoin run up, which is going to happen. Obviously, we're not buying at the bottom, but we're making everything out of here. And then, we have Ergo coming in, because we're not mining. We don't care about Raven anymore. Once it peaks, we're done with it. We don't care about it until after Bitcoin starts going down again. Same thing for Ergo. It did its thing. This wasn't, that was in December, so that was around the same time. Ooh, this is getting close to Bitcoin's peak, but it is slightly earlier. Remember, it all depends. If Bitcoin's already peaked, you're not converting to Bitcoin. You don't want to run Bitcoin all the way down. You're either going to USDT or USDC, or depending what you want to hodl in, or maybe you're going to your bank. Maybe you're going straight to your bank account and you're going to buy yourself some Lambos, some brand new houses, some mansions, and maybe some yachts. Depending on how big your bag was. It all depends what's going on. But if Bitcoin has not peaked yet, which is going to be around October to December, those last 3 months there of 2025. We don't know exactly when it's going to be. Just be ready for one of those months for it to hit a nice peak. It's a nice timeline to realize it. But if all these coins starts peaking before that peak in the end of next year, you convert to Bitcoin. Start getting everything into Bitcoin, because that all-time high is coming. And then you got ready to dump that. And then you start the whole 4-year cycle all over again. So that's my mentality on it and how I'm looking at everything. Maybe I'm 100% wrong, but it seems to be doing this every single time. And that's just how I plan to play this cycle out. Is when I see my coins and my bags pump, I'm putting it into Bitcoin, as long as it's before November of next year. As long as my coin pumps before November. If this starts pumping after November, when Bitcoin's looking like it's hitting that high there, I'm not going into Bitcoin. I am going into, USDT and stuff, because, things are going to start crashing at that point. So that's my 2 cents on the situation, not financial advice. Look into things and do things for yourself. But that's just the way I plan on doing it there. I'm not saying you guys do it, but that's my plan. Cat Rabid just DM me when to dump. No, I'm not a trader. I don't know how to read charts. I don't know any of this. That's why, I came down to simplify it as simple as I possibly can. And if you look at it long term, that's just the way the markets work. Every 4 freaking years, it'll do its thing. And we're coming up to prime time crypto right now. And I'm getting ready to do that. And all the altcoins, most of the altcoins hit their highs before Bitcoin does. That's why converting into Bitcoin at the altcoin highs will end up for that second run up to the peak of the Bitcoin high. And then you get ready to drop that one down, and then you just wait a year if you want to get that Bitcoin back, or, you know, you could do some other things or gamble on some alts for, you know, 1000x gains, or some meme coins for 70,000%, or, you know, anything you want to do at that point is up to you. But yeah. Rab, is it illegal to hold USDT in Canada? I don't think it's illegal. It's just that all the exchanges now converted, they don't hold USDT anymore. So you actually, if you want to hold a stable coin and use it in Canada, you actually have to convert it to USDC. So I don't know the full situation and why and what's going on there, but we'll see what happens. Nerves of steel. Agreed. Buying BTC low and selling high takes patience and is the smart way to go. Case Rocker. Yeah, you know, it makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not trying to confuse anybody here, and obviously stuff like that. But USDC. Yep. Yeah. Well, all the Canadian exchanges and sells and stuff like that, off ramps and in ramps, it's all USDC in Canada. So I don't know what the full situation is on USDT. But like none of the exchanges now that are regulated in Canada, yeah, they don't hold it. They don't cover it. You can't send it to anywhere in Canada. What else do we got going on here? Any questions? What else do we got to go through? Everyone that just showed up here and you're not new, check it out. We're going to come into this. Order up that link pinned in the comment as well as in the Twitch there, hello guys. We got 4 wallets sold. Let me hit the refresh. Maybe there's some more now. Oh, we lost one. Someone canceled and got a refund. What? Who did that? I caught you. I see. Oh, it's back to 4. False alarm. Anyway, but we do have the Rabid Tangent wallet here, so, you know, head it up. We need 350 orders, guys. Start ordering. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Christmas gifts, all sorts of stuff. Why H100 motherboard can't mine Warthog? I'm not sure. What CPU is in it? What CPU is in the H100? I'm not 100% sure. That's the one thing about Warthog is it is very dependent on your CPU as well as PCI Express generations. I do want to do some testings here. I know a lot of people that are doing some testing, but I want to test generation 5 with it and well. And, you know, it all comes down to the CPU and epics and 7950Xs and so on. Sometimes if you add just one extra GPU, you know, you lose half your hash rates, and it's insane. It definitely comes down to CPU speeds as well as motherboard PCI Expresses, the speeds of that. What wallet do you use for RTM? I'm using the Raptorium Core wallet. You know, the main wallet Raptorium has on their website. Let's just look at that right quick. Raptorium.com. We come into here. Let's see what we got here. We got gaming, rap, talk some more. Downloads. So wallet, Raptorium Core right here. So I think, yeah, this is the one I'm using right here. The Raptorium Core release 2.0.3.01 is the latest. And here you can see Windows mainnet version right here. So this is the wallet I'm using. You want me to, here, I'll put this in the chat for you guys. Put this in the chat for you guys. There we go. Get those back up there. I just flash banged you guys, so you guys are probably half blind. Raptorium versus Spectre. You know, that's a tough one. They're doing different things. You can't really put coins head to head when they're doing different things. Raptorium is UTXO based, and it's I'm not sure what it's built on or anything because I'm not a blockchain person. And Spectre is BlockDAG, kind of like, and it's privacy focused BlockDAG, like how, you know, Kaspa and stuff is. So obviously Kaspa is not privacy based, but Spectre is. What's Crypto Krona? Hash rate no showing. Almost $10 for 17900X. Crypto Krona. I'm not sure what Crypto Krona is. I don't know, but $10 for a single 7900X sounds pretty darn good. Crypto Krona. Is it on mining pool stats or anything? Crypto Krona? Crypto. Yeah, it's not here. Huh. I'm not 100% sure. Not sure what that one is. HiveOS told me it's a crap motherboard, and who told you to buy that motherboard? board. I told them, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that motherboard is. It maybe for GPU rigs it's good, but when you need stuff with CPUs, you know, all those older Intel and GPU mining motherboards and stuff, they're not good for anything that needs a CPU. They don't have enough lanes. They don't got fast enough lanes. They're based on older tech. So yeah, for new stuff like AI and you know, obviously Warthog and stuff, you're gonna want some of the newer motherboards here. You know, I'm probably gonna purchase one of those new AMD ones here because I have a whole build I actually got to put together here. I'm hoping for a 5090 build here, but 9950 X3Ds are coming. The new X870 motherboards are out now. They got PCI Express Gen 5 and stuff, you know, fast, new tech here. So, you know, I might buy one of those motherboards and see if that's, you know, will help, see how many GPUs you maybe be able to fire onto that for Warthog and stuff, you know, see if that, you know, is an actual factor into everything. Make a Threadmaster build. Threadmaster build. Well, I already got most of the stuff here. Like, it's mostly like a big Be Quiet thing. I got the Dark Base Pro 901 white version. I got the Dark Be Quiet Light Loop white version, RGB. I got two of the 1600 watt Dark Power Pro ATX 5.0 power supplies, titanium versions. I got two of them. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on here. I got to slap together, but I'm still got to wait for the 5090s to release, and maybe I'm debating if I want a 9950. Well, I want a 9950 X3D to test, but I don't know if I'm actually. I feel it's gonna suck. Also, AMD, all they did with the 9000 series, the same thing they did with the 5000 series. There's no extra improvements, especially for us miners and stuff. So depending on how that one does perform, I might just get a 7950 X3D and use that for my new workstation instead of you know, the 9000 series. And you know, maybe I don't know what I'll do with the CPU. Maybe return it, but we'll see what happens. I'm waiting for them to release, but I'm not expecting anything special of the X3D versions of the 9950X either. After seeing what happened with the 9950, I wish they would do AM5 motherboards for open air rigs, 12 GPU boards. Yeah, you know, BioStar used to run. They had Ryzen CPUs for their mining motherboards, and like, that was early. That was like 2020 or something, where they're getting a little better CPUs in there. But I've been trying to message them forever. I'm like, you guys need to make a nice mining board with good CPUs. Like, get it done. You think they would by now, with everyone transitioning over to AI and stuff like that. You think, you know, they would start putting, you know, 7950X inside of a 12 GPU mining motherboard and stuff. Would be pretty sweet. You wouldn't be able to CPU mine with full thread. You definitely have to limit that to, you know, maybe 3/4. So maybe run, instead of 32, maybe 16 to 18 might be able to run 12 GPUs. I'm not 100% sure while mining. And obviously, it'll take testing. But yeah, they definitely should get on it and start building better mining motherboards. But then again, you know, the demand isn't there. The demand is not there like it used to be when it came to GPU mining and stuff. So it's a tough one. It is a really tough one. Ethereum, everyone's still feeling the effects of Ethereum. I remember, in 1 month we won't even care about Ethereum. Everything will be profitable again. No, whether any you like it or not, we're still feeling the effects of Ethereum. Because people are grabbing tight onto those GPUs, saying it's going to come back. It's going to come back. Well, it will come back, but not on the crap you're mining with and buying right now. And that's the honest truth. You know, truth hurts. That's the way it works. 3070 done. Don't be buying garbage crap $100, $200, $300 GPUs, because they're not going to cut it when 5090s and stuff release. So GPU mining will be back, but it's only for the people that spend the money and get the best gear. Just because you got nice cheap gear doesn't mean it's going to be profitable. I'd rather be profitable on 5090s than be in the negatives for the next 3 years again on cheap 3070s. That doesn't make any sense in my mind. So, you know, GPU mining will be back, but it's for people that, you know, finally take the step in evolution that old junk is gone. These hardware, these networks can't support all that. And you got to run as efficient as you can to compete on this networks, even for those pumps and gains and stuff, or you'll just go bankrupt depending on the size of your farm. So it will be back, but it's going to be a tough pill to swallow for some people. What do we got here? Supports i7 Intel. i7 Intel CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM. But yeah, which i7? Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just go with Ryzen's. I don't care about any Intel CPUs anymore. I don't care about any CPUs under 16 cores at this point either. You know, it's 7950Xs and that's it. Why don't you test 9900X and stuff? No, you know, I'm done with 12 and under. You know, it's all the 16 cores. The more cores you get on those chips, the more efficient each core is also going to run, and it saves power. Plus, you're buying the same motherboard and everything anyway. You're buying the same motherboard. You're buying a PSU. You're buying everything for a 9900X and a 7900X that you would be for the 16-core counterpart anyway. So long term, just because the CPU looks a little cheaper when you calculate your whole build, it's cheaper per hash to actually build the 16 core than it is for the 12 core, because you still have to buy everything else exactly the same. It's just that you saved a couple $100 on the CPU. That's just what that goes over to the exact same thing I said about 3070s. Oh, I bought a couple $100 GPU. I'm going to go mine some crypto and I'm going to the moon. Oh crap, nothing's profitable. This GPU sucks. That's pretty much the same type of situation there. Okay, anyway. So sometimes those 7900X go really on sale. That's true. You know, yeah, you can go that way, but like, I think if you really want to get into it, it's sure a lot of cost. Maybe for your first rig, you know, 1 or 2 rigs, get the nice on sale CPU and stuff, saying that. But if you really start going long term and you stacking out a farm, you're going to get to the point like where I'm saying right now, like you don't want those. Like I want to, like I have my 7900Xs and I got them for testing, but then I bought a couple of them because I like to build in pairs, and I wish I never got them. I wish I only got the 16 core versions and stuff for it. But you know, I already went through that and got them. But now, like I said, moving forward, I'm not looking at anything under 16 cores. A consumer grade, it's the top of the line, the 7950s, you know, 9950Xs, you know, 10 950s, whatever the next gen after that is, and so on, in terms of it. I got 670 E-Strix on sale, 452X. Nice. Oh, shoot. Now you tell me what. My patience is where it does. Start blaming Panda for your purchase decisions. Just sell the CPUs and upgrade. Yeah, no, for sure. I can definitely do that. That's something I'm looking into. I'm still debating what to do with my 3000 series and stuff, because they are getting pretty old at this point. I might try to sell them, but I don't want to drop majority of my hash so fast and then slowly have to build back up. But then again, for efficiencies, maybe that's the best way to go about it. So I'll just see if I can just sell them all at once. Boom, gone, and then build up with. I don't know. I got decisions to make. I got to get ready here. When the bull run comes, maybe we'll get extremely lucky and the price will go up on them or something. Then we'll see. See what happens. The 3D is better on XMR. The 3Ds are good. The 7950X 3Ds are awesome. They're amazing CPUs. The 9950X, they suck. And the 9950X 3D, I think it's probably going to suck also. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Is it worth buying cases and selling mid-tier PCs? Tactics, a lot of people do that. You know, that's one thing to go about it too. Depending, you know, I guess if you want to put in the work, that's a lot of PCs that I'm going to have to build. I'm going to have to get other hard drives and I guess power supplies. In theory, I just like to sell the motherboards and the CPUs together. You know, I just like to sell those. I guess, and the hard drives that are with them, because 7000 series uses the newer NVMe type of SSDs. So I would sell those as well. But like when I sell them, but I want to keep my power supplies and stuff because I'll need those to slap onto the other rigs. So yeah, I don't know. I'm debating how to do it. So we'll see what happens. But hey, I definitely could sell, you know, build and sell PCs, but then, you know, that's power supplies disappearing. But we'll see. I don't really know what they're going for, you know, how popular they are right now. I have to check all the used markets. It's a lot of work to do all that. What do you think of Epic 7402? I'm not sure which one that is. Which one is that? Let's see. Epic 7402. Which one's the 7402? 7402. Why are these all 9,000 series? I type in 7402 and they give me 9,000. Unless I clicked on the link and it's no, look, it says 7402. 7402P 24 core. 7402. 7402, 24 core, 2.8, 3.35 max. So 2.8, it has a nice speed on the base. I guess it'll come down to how much is the motherboards for these things. Obviously, this is not the real price. This is Newegg. They're rip-off artists. But L3 cache, 128. So yeah, you got the L3 cache for everything. It's got a pretty fast core speed, base core. So you know it's a decent CPU for sure. It is an EPYC, so we'll have lots of lanes for something like Warthog for AI. So that's another bonus for that. But you know, it's still not that many cores or anything. Sell everything to tech YouTuber. It's trash it for, yeah, it is only 24 core. That's the one issue with it. And then EPYC motherboards are pretty expensive, especially for that. So it's coming down the same board. You know, you're going to spend a bunch on a board. You might want to get a better CPU to slap in that thing. About $650 for a main board. And that's USD, right? So that's like, that's like $900 Canadian for me. So I don't think I'd spend $900 on a motherboard for a 24 core EPYC CPU. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. That seems way too expensive. You know, for the entire build of that, you could probably build, plus you need all the RAM. You could probably build two 7950X rigs for the same price or cheaper and end up with more hash, possibly. Yeah, end up with more. At probably the same power or less. It's hard to say. I don't know how efficient that would be, but yeah, very pricey. Anyway, guys, we've been here for a little while, guys, so I guess we're going to wrap this up. Tomorrow we'll be back for our live AMA. And remember, guys, head on over, get that Tangem hardware wallet right there at rabidmining.tangem.com. And yeah, stuff like that. So thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you on the next one.
Rabid out.